Hi.
We are at Sloppy Jon Jones.
Sloppy Jon Jones.
And it's called Skippy Jon Jones, too.
As well
And
as
little cheeks.
cheeks. It's called cheeks.
Cheekster.
Cheekster. What do you got there?
What's in my cheeks right now?
Sloppy Jon Jones.
Yes.
And Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe.
But not your old average Sloppy Joe from like 1987.
What is that?
Raw
Just
sloppy
for people who don't know.
I mean, you know
What is a Sloppy Joe?
I'm
like,
right here right now with
traditional?
the raw Sloppy Joe, and Maka just said, "What's a Sloppy Joe?"
And then I accidentally Sloppy Jon Jones.
And then she changed it.
Yeah. This is actually the Sloppy Jon Jones.
The raw version.
Starting right now. Hey, what's for dinner? Oh, Sloppy Jon Jones.
In a collar.
Brilliant.
Hey, what are you drinking? Where'd you get it? Oh, I'm drinking Sloppy Jon Jones.
In Ocean Beach.
Yo, peoples.
What up?
You need some Sloppy Jon Jones.
Are you gonna get some? Are you gonna get some?
Yes, at www.sloppyjonjones.com.
Ah, get it.
Sloppy Jon Jones.
Love it.
Wow.
Right.
So tell me about this Sloppy
The
Jon
Sloppy Jon
Jones.
Jones, I actually just commented.
Ingredients.
I commented to Pia that quote unquote,
And I'm getting.
this is one of the most remarkable meals I've ever had. And I mean, Pia has been known by me to make some outstanding raw meals that just totally blissify and enliven my soul and make me so happy and so fulfilled. It's not even funny. And this is one of the most remarkable meals I've ever had because it's a raw Sloppy Joe. At first, I thought, I'm like, oh, that'll probably just taste like a taco, you know, because it kind of looks like a raw taco with the collard greens and basically it's collard greens, which are incredibly rich in chlorophyll and protein and natural organic minerals. And then it looks like a kale green salad with just like amazing light, beautiful dressing. And then the main event is the Sloppy Jon Jones wraps, which are nothing like anything else I've ever had. They taste like a Sloppy Joe, which some people might be used to having. And they really taste like that, but...
Minus the what?
Well, plus the vegetables, and minus the meat. I mean, minus the meat,
And
basically.
the high temperature cooking.
And minus the high temperature cooking, exactly. And minus the white starchy flour.
Woo, Skippy Jon Jones.
Yeah, Sloppy Jon Jones does not have flour in it. It doesn't have white bread in it. It doesn't have high heat above 105 to destroy the nutrients. This is pure life force energy, love, light, you know, ecstasy, ecstatic raw cooking.
What was your
which is
first thought when you
uncooking.
took a bite of it, of a Sloppy Jon Jones
That this
wrap?
is one of the most remarkable meals I've ever had.
Who wants to see a dance?
You know, that's a remarkable sweater.
Thank you.
Who wants to see a dance?
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Can we do a dance, peoples?
Yeah, and for you who's watching this, I just want to share that you too can have one of the most remarkable meals that you've ever had by creating whatever you want. But here's one option you can create, which is the Sloppy Jon Jones. It really does taste like a Sloppy Joe. Of course, it's better than a Sloppy Joe. It's a Sloppy Jon Jones, which means...
Which means what?
Well, which means that it's made in a collard green wrap instead of a cooked,
Bread, meat.
nutritionless, but, you know, beautiful in its own way, white flour
Bun.
bun. And this is in a beautiful
Hot cross bun.
earth love collard green wrap,
Bun.
which is really filling and really so good. You can marinate it, and
So crunchy,
it's
yummy.
crunchy. And what you can do is massage the spices and herbs and oil and olive oil into it.
So
Which is
what
so
would be an
amazing.
alternative?
Pia, can you just say what's
Well,
the
you know
meat
what,
in this
maybe-
wrap? What's the meat in this wrap?
Okay, well, let me just get this question out of the way before I get to that.
Yeah.
What is an alternative to the collard? If somebody didn't want to do a collard,
Lettuce.
maybe some jicama slices.
Yeah.
Dehydrated breads.
Dehydrated bread. You can make tortillas. You can make bread in a dehydrator.
So, so the meat that is in there is
Yeah.
actually
Listen up, everyone. What is it?
soaked walnuts.
Soaked walnuts. Anything else?
That's it. Soaked walnuts that have
What else?
that have been soaking in pure water overnight,
Okay.
and then
And we just put crystals in our water jug,
yeah, pretty Lemurian.
which
Crystals.
I, honest to God, personally feel the difference.
Can we do a dance?
I
Okay,
feel
how
the-
about let's make up a Sloppy Jon Jones song?
No, I want to do a dance in a song.
Okay. Like, wait, we'll just do this, because I'm like stationary here with the camera. So maybe like, no, a song first.
And this is about a new way of eating for the world to embrace. I just
Can
want
I
to make
sing
that
my own
clear,
song? Can I
isn't
sing my own
it?
song?
Seriously.
No, it's not a new.
Isn't it?
It's
You
like
know,
the way.
oh yeah, we're making a video. This is great, but really, I just want to communicate the purpose. Obviously, it's joy, it's fun, it's makalea, but
Sounds like a
literally,
quesadilla.
It's enlivening.
yeah, it's a new way to eat for the world to embrace. How does that sound? That's what it is. There's going to be a raw world happening. You know what I'm saying? There is a raw world happening. This is a new way of eating for the world to embrace, for the health of families, children, old people, young people, everyone in between. It's everyone can be happier, healthier, more present to the beauty of themselves and each moment, and love relationships with the planet, with the universe, with God, with each other, with ourself, with our environment. And it's like, this is what raw eating, this is what energy food, Sloppy Jon Jones specifically, can do to your being and consciousness, is make it happier and make it more tuned to the truth.
So what would you say to someone who's like, I can't do that? I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's healthier or whatever, but I couldn't do that because
Well, I would then go within myself and say, okay, where in my being am I resisting a new positive life path? And then I would just completely love that aspect of myself and say, I am doing that too. We are brothers, we are sisters. And then I would attempt and endeavor to, heal and awaken and enlighten that aspect of my consciousness that is resisting or fearing, this opening to this new path of life that I know in my heart and soul is good, but my conditioning is still triumphant over my divine intuition.
So essentially taking responsibility and empowering yourself to make the healthiest choices.
Exactly, and there's a spiritual ripple effect that happens.
Because the more love you radiate, the deeper and more powerful it becomes.
In everyone.
Amen.
Exactly.
Anything else?
I love you.
I love you.
Thanks.